יפה, אבל באמת מי שרוצה להיות קריירה
אנחנו כאן בתוך החדר יחד עם מפקדים משמעותית שצריכים לקשור בכל העולם, לא רק אנחנו. שיפור מיקום זה קצת, אני חושבת שיהיה קשה, אבל אני חושבת לעשות את המילה. יופי, אנחנו כאן בתוך החדר יחד עם לא מעט שטחי תקשורת מהארץ ומהעולם. ועוד כמה דקות יתחילו הצהרות, אבל אנחנו שמעים לפני שאתם רואים גם.
Blinken has referred to the 43rd anniversary of the peace between Egypt and Israel, and we see constructive development in the normalization of relations, and believe that the path that we set up on 43 years ago is coming to greater fruition in the recognition of the importance and the viability of comprehensive peace and security for our region. This round of discussions has given us an opportunity to highlight views related to how we can further progress in achieving our common objectives, and it certainly during these discussions we did highlight the importance of the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, the importance of maintaining the credibility and the viability of the two-state solution, that for Israel and a Palestinian state to live side by side in peace, with recognized borders for a Palestinian state, in accordance with the 67 lines, with East Jerusalem as its capital. This is an important issue, and Egypt has been striving over the years to facilitate and to assist both Israel and the Palestinians to reach the necessary accommodation and compromise that can facilitate an end of the conflict and thereby open broader doors of regional cooperation, integration, and benefits for the peoples of the region. And of course we do.
I would like to start by condemning the terrorist attack which took place last night, claiming the lives of 2 border policemen. And I would like to convey our condolences to the bereaved families and reaffirm our firm stance against terrorism in all its forms. I join you here on behalf of the Kingdom of Bahrain, a nation which has always been convinced in the importance of peace, dialogue, coexistence, and mutual respect, principles which are fully reflected and embodied in the vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the policies implemented by the government led by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. This is an important and timely meeting and an opportunity to build on the historic 2020 Abraham Accords with a huge scope for growing the region's prosperity, safeguarding its security, and realizing the aspirations of all its peoples. The need to do so is made more urgent by recent developments, such as the Houthi terrorist militias' continued attacks on civilian energy infrastructure.
Bahrain and Israel signing more than a dozen agreements, including on aviation, on banking, on technology. Government and business leaders from Morocco and Israel meeting last week to promote tourism across both countries. A solar energy deal that will accelerate the green energy transition already underway in the region. At the heart of these interactions are people eager to learn about and from one another. Student exchanges are flourishing between Rabat and Tel Aviv. A Holocaust memorial exhibition is now open in Dubai. Hospitals in Bahrain and Israel are teaming up on cancer research. Tomorrow, football players from your countries will play in the Abraham Accords Festival and Games at the Dubai Expo, where there's also an Israel pavilion. The Abraham Accords are making the lives of people across your countries more peaceful, more prosperous, more vibrant, more integrated. They're allowing governments to focus their energies and attentions on the issues that are actually affecting the lives of our citizens and making them better. The United States has and will continue to strongly support a process that is transforming this region and beyond. Will help to strengthen the bonds between Israel and its circle of friends, both those with which it has normalization agreements and those with which it has long-standing peace treaties, like Egypt and Jordan. To name one example, later today, officials from the United States, the UAE, and Israel will launch the Religious Coexistence Working Group to counter intolerance